We're live in 2 minutes. We are CRN. Stay. We're live in 1 minute. Seconds until showtime. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Friday night family fun starts here.
Your green flag on America's favorite bull ring.
Wake County Speedway is Raleigh's home for exciting NASCAR short track racing.
Trouble up in turn number 3.
The cars, the crowd, the throaty rumble of engines. All eyes on the green flag. With the full schedule of races at WCSpeedway.com.
Coming to the checkered flag.
Wake County Speedway, just 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh off US 401.
The Comet Athletic Booster Club would like to thank the following family super boosters for their support and generosity to Comets Athletics. The Evans family, the Fitzsimmons family, the Ivy family, the Lee family, the Lowry family, the Mann family, the Mitchner family, the Stavrianakis family, and the Winslow family. If you would like to support Comets Athletics as a family super booster, please visit www.cometsathleticboosters.com. Thank you for being Comets All In, and go Comets!
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
And just getting started with softball on this Monday afternoon. Actually, a earlier start time than what the anticipation was. It's supposed to be 4:30 first pitch. They actually start a little bit early. Welcome to coverage of the ballpark. Of course, softball on CRN. I'm Wesley Outland, Derek Lange alongside. Derek, you're making your debut in softball, aren't you?
I am.
First time.
I haven't seen a high school softball game in about 30 years, so.
It's been that long?
That's about the time when Calvin Coolidge was president.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Well, we welcome you to our
Thank
coverage,
you.
whether you're watching on YouTube TV or the Community Radio Network at the course at 87.9 FM. We are CRN.com. And again, the 0-6 Green Level Gators taking on the 6-1 Clayton Comets. The Comets have lost only one game this year. That was, of course, last Tuesday night in a conference game to the opener against the Willow Spring Storm. Since then, they're 6-1, coming off of a win last Friday night in dominating fashion over the South Garner Titans. And obviously, good to be back at home again, Derek.
Absolutely. Actually, I did notice last week on a high school OT that Clayton had gotten ranked up all the way up to 25th in the state, and then they took the loss. So they just whoever was pitching for them, number 9, struck out the side here in the first.
Yeah, that's, of course, Izzy Tart, and what a talent she is for the Comets, obviously, is, of course, we just finish up with the opportunity for Green Level to get their first shots at bat. Quick 3 outs made, and Izzy Tart did a phenomenal job on the plate. And the Comets will now get their opportunity to come to hit. 6-1 on the year, as we forementioned. They're 6-1 on the year. They're 1-1 in conference right now in the number 4 spot in the Greater Neuse River 4A standings. And obviously, we'll see how things shake up. By the way, don't forget CRN tomorrow, live coverage across the way from Pleasant Field. We've got coverage of the Clayton Comets and South Garner Titans for week 2 of conference baseball. Now, JV will be on the road. Varsity will be at home, and then JV will be at home on Friday when Varsity's on the road Friday. And by the way, we are still continuing to keep our thoughts and prayers for the Carter Bossman family. I know Carter Bossman had a surgery. Successful surgery. I think last I was told he was at home or recovering. He is recovering, and God is great. And thank goodness he's still with us. And obviously, he can make a quick ball field.
Yeah, I didn't. I saw something on social media about pray for KB, and of course, I had to ask Xavier what was going on, and he referenced what had happened. And Xavier actually played middle school basketball at Riverwood with Carter. So, yeah, obviously, thoughts and prayers out to him and his family on a full recovery.
So the opportunity now will come for the Green Level Gators to be on the defensive diamond. The Comets will be ready to go. The leadoff for the Comets, of course, is going to be Autumn Joyce. The outfielder, shortstop, second base junior. What a talent. The Comets are wearing their home colors today. White on white with the blue pinstripes. Comets on the front for logo on the back. And C-Town also adorning where usually the last names would go on jerseys.
Right.
Green Level is the away squad. They're wearing kind of a dark blue or navy blue, if you will, dark blue, royal blue, if you will. Blue on blue. Little green in the trim. Green Level on the front of their jerseys in green with white. Numbers on the bottom, but of course, big numbers on the back for the Gators. There's a shot. Drops by the shortstop. And an easy base hit there for Autumn Joyce. She's at first.
Yeah. Good start for Clayton, and Autumn Joyce leading off and getting on base. How's Green Level doing this year in softball?
0-6.
Ooh, okay.
0-6 on the year. So
mathematically, we should have a pretty good chance at this one.
Should.
And there goes Autumn.
Autumn Joyce knows how to steal bases, and she'll take advantage of it again as the number 2 base hitter, or the ball hitter of Reese Miller is up now. Number 2 hitter in the lineup, Reese Miller, the senior third baseman. Greg Parrish, Ricky Buckland, coaches for the Comets softball team, and there's the pitch. Right now, the count is.
Looks like 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0. Did they bring a run in? I don't think they brought a run in. But
not yet.
Yeah, I think the scoreboards went out, went the lights again, so there's still 0-0 here.
Yeah, looks like 7-0, right?
It does, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of a breezy day. Definitely not like the weather conditions we had over the weekend where it was sunny and 75, 80 degrees. Cloud cover, and there is a walk. B.O.B. going on for Reese Miller. She'll head to first. Still got Joyce at the number 2 base, and here comes now the next number 3 batter. As I said, a little bit of a breeze. Not very heavy wind, Derek, but it is sunny and partly cloudy, 59 degrees.
Yeah, it looks
definitely different than the 80 degrees yesterday for sure.
It was a beautiful weekend, right?
It was. Definitely. I had, obviously, race announcing obligations, first come, first serve.
Right.
Definitely Bristol was crazy yesterday with the tires and all of the tires coming apart, putting debris all over the half mile there at Denny Hamlin picking up that win. And, of course, I was at Caraway for television. And, I mean, I'll be honest with you, brother. I come in last night. I was so exhausted, Derek. I fell asleep with my clothes on.
There you go.
Woke up with my feet killing me. Throw to third. She's safe, though. Joyce is. She's looking for home. By the way, there is runners on second and third with nobody out. 2-1 on the count for the hit here. The next pitch. There's a pop-up by Izzy Tart. It'll drop right in front of the pitcher. She's used to being on the mound pitching for the Comets, and there will be, of course, a base hit as Izzy Tart will be at first. However, she's going to have somebody come and run for her, number 4 for the Comets.
Yeah, it was very interesting. The ball kind of just did this like spin, like maybe 5 feet in front of the plate, and
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if they had let it go, it might have rolled back foul, but they decided to pick it up in fair territory, which loads the bases right off the bat with their cleat hitter number 13 coming up.
I didn't realize you were such a fan of softball.
I mean, it's no. I played. I mean, baseball was my first love growing up. So I mean, the rules are pretty much the same. It's just a little bit of there's some different strategies with softball versus baseball, but.
You know, Kim always says this jokingly that they're the B squad. I guess today we're the B squad because normally Kim Winslow and Will Chalk and you know, Jackie are normally the A team for softball when it comes to softball because I normally put a lot of focus in broadcasting the baseball season.
Right.
I think it's only my second game this year doing for softball.
Okay. All right, cool. Oh,
Knocks one, shot all the way to left center. Here comes now the Comets running in. Joyce will bring one in. So will Miller. Go sign still given. Here comes now Nickens from the, of course, pinch run for the pitcher Izzy Tart. And just like that, it's 3-0 in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, a little gap shot, bases clearing double there by the number 4 batter. That was well hit. Just a line drive between the left and center fielder, and it just rolled to the fence. And when you get a ball like that with no outs, that's going to clear the bases.
What a phenomenal job there. Quickly find the base. And you got now a runner on 2. As the catcher, Jenny Clement, is up now. Number 12, junior catcher, third base, first base, normally behind the catcher spot. Started the season in Comets athletics over the years in volleyball, and then she found her niche in softball, and she stuck with that ever since. Bad pitch rolls right in front of us. Green level on the attempt to get it. Well, that goes on. Aaliyah Gibson, who also is a pretty good pitcher, will Aaliyah will move to third. So just like that, Gibson at third base. Comets already up 3-0 in the bottom of the first in the 2-0. So actually that was a 3-0 count now. Clement 1 pitch away from a base on balls here again, Derek.
Yeah, just, watching the two pitchers, just initially the pitcher from Clayton definitely throws a lot more heat. This girl, throws from the same windmill, but doesn't get the same velocity as I saw from the Clayton pitcher. So,
and just like that, it will be a walk.
So courtesy runner for first for the catcher. So number 2 is running at first as we have first and third here with no outs. Brings up number 8 for Clayton.
Number 8 for the Comets is Layla Gibson, the freshman. Runners on the corners, and now looking for going to second. And just like that, the out recorded.
Yeah, so the runner made it down to second.
I think she's safe. Yeah, she
was
did.
safe.
My apologies. I saw the ump should throw the outside, but that was actually the call for the strike. So, yeah, she is safe at second for the catcher that obviously Clement, and she had somebody running for her.
Right.
Is that number 2? I believe that's number 2 of Myra Gorman.
Yeah, so what they tried to do there with the first and third is the catcher pretended like to throw hard to throw it down the third, but it was a fake to the
nice
pitcher.
Shot of the shortstop. Here comes the throw to first and out recorded. But Aaliyah Gibson will come in.
Yep.
She'll be a score run, 4-0. So finally, 1 out recorded for the Green Level Gators. Another 4-0 run right now for the Comets here in this opening bottom of the first. Green Level under pressure here.
Nice stop by the catcher.
By the way, that's number 15 for the Comets of Delaney Maynard. Sophomore. Those listening on the broadcast, you definitely hear the breeze of the wind just a little bit. So it's breezy, but the sun bearing on us makes it warm.
I think it's nice out.
My colleague Derek is sporting a long sleeve windbreaker, like a jacket and shorts.
Yep. March wear.
There you go. By the way, spring is officially tomorrow, right?
Yeah. It's crazy. You got St. Patrick's Day yesterday, Easter in 2 weeks, and first day of spring all tied
Yes, sir.
together.
By the way, speaking of Easter, we'll have the Easter Invitational, Johnston County Easter Invitational from South Johnston, as we always do yearly. Four 0 right now here in the bottom of the first with one out recorded to the 2-1 pitch. There's strike two on Maynard. Pollen just out again, too. You can see it on my phone.
Oh, my gosh.
Right,
Yeah, just over the weekend.
Anybody that is not a fan of pollen, it's back.
Right. So the scoreboard operator was a little behind because they just issued a 4-ball walk, and the scoreboard had 2 and 2. So, but the umpire has the call in the field, so that brings. Is that the bases loaded?
It is, yeah. Runners.
They're loaded again
on the bases for the Comets. It looks like number 7 will be ready to come to bat here for Clayton. Mallory Kirkendall. Nope, correction. Actually, it's going to be Mackenzie O'Neill. Kirkendall's on deck. O'Neill is up to hit now. So Mac, her nickname, Mackenzie O'Neill, outfielder, second base, shortstop, junior, ready to go. Pitch. Drops in front of the catcher, throw to third. And the runner from first will advance to second. Good. Clayton right there around the corners again with only one out here, Derek.
Yep.
Green Level Gators coming into this game at 0-6 on the year. Clayton is 6-1. Counts even now, 1-1. Don't forget, we got coverage of baseball tomorrow from Pleasant Field. It'll be against South Garner Titans, week 2 of conference play in the Greater Neuse River. And that one shoots to the left. And the Comets dug out, 1-1. We'll now go to 1-2 whenever they update the scoreboard. And that one will shoot to the fence. She's battling out there.
Yep. It's interesting. Two of the starters
big
for
wind gust there.
Yeah, two of the starters for Clayton softball are elementary school classmates of Xavier. So it's kind of cool. Like I remember them as like kindergartners and first graders. Oh, she went down looking on strikes. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Autumn Joyce and Mackenzie O'Neill. So it's kind of cool.
Amazing how fast time flies too.
And hear their names. It's like, I remember they were like 10. It was like yesterday. So there's 2 outs with a second and third, and we have a lefty hitter, number 7, that's up to plate for now for Clayton. Ball's a little high, and that's 1-0. Green Little trying to get out of this inning with just giving up 4.
Trying to get out of the jam they're in.
Yep. 2-0. Ball high and outside. High 3-0.
Clayton already brought in 4 runs here. We're still in the bottom of the first. Big opening series for Clayton, and it shows. And ready for the pitch. That's a ball. Yep. They're going to send. That's going to send Kirkendall to first. And I believe you've loaded up the bases again for the 4th time or 3rd time in this bottom of the first inning for the Comets.
We back to the top of the order with Autumn, number 10?
I believe so.
That's low.
Yeah. Back to the top of the batting rotation for the 2nd time in just the bottom of the first with number 10, Autumn Joyce back again. First pitch, ball 1. High pitch. And ball 2 now, 2-0 on the count. 4-0. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. A big opening inning for the Comets softball ladies team. The pitch from Green Level. That's a perfect shot. It's going to go over the gap on the second baseman. Shot all the way to the field. Drop in front of the right fielder. Right fielder got to get on the grass to pick it up. A couple of more runs coming in for the Comets, including Gorman. Gorman's going to bring them in. So is 15-7. Maynard coming in. Kirkendall coming in all the way from first. And Autumn Joyce just got a triple out of the deal from that shot to right.
Yep, she hit a line drive just out of the reach of the second baseman, who made a great attempt to catch it, but
yeah, she dived for it, just come up short.
Yep, and the ball ended up kind of going in the gap between right and center, and that cleared the bases. With 2 outs, they're running on the crack, and that's crack would be with wood. So the ding of the aluminum like that was, and there's another base hit. Oh no, they called it foul.
Yeah, they called it foul. Miller's got to come back. Strike 1 called. This, by the way, the second time Reese Miller is hitting for the Comets, the senior number 44. Clayton Comets with a big first inning, and it is not done yet. Reese Miller on the 0-1 count, 2 away. Runner at third. That'll be called ball 2, or actually 1 ball, 1 strike. Kirkendall looking to come to home at, Autumn Joyce looking to come to home at third. Pitch. It's still going to be a grounder. Race to first. Is she there in time? She will be, and that retires the side. But a big inning, though, Derek, for the opening Comets first inning.
Yeah, 7, put up a 7 spot, even though the scoreboard says 7-7. It's really 7-0.
It certainly is. And obviously, we got a lot more to come. We're going to see, obviously, now if we can see if Green Level can come back and respond, right? Quick radio timeout for those watching on YouTube TV. It is right now 7-0 as Green Level Gators now come back to the top of the second when we come back. Comet softball on the Community Radio Network.
Does getting a bonus for every 12 months you don't make a claim on your home insurance sound like a dream? At Allstate, they don't call it a dream. They call it a claim-free bonus. It's just one of the great features of your choice home insurance, only from Allstate. You should always get something back from your insurance company. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
Terms and conditions apply. Call your Allstate agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE or visit allstate.ca.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
So the Green Level Gators are now going to come back to hit. Big inning for Comets in the first inning. 7 runs brought in for the blue and white of Clayton. Derek Lodge, I'm Wesley Outland. Welcome back to our coverage on CRN YouTube TV and on the Community Radio Network. We are CRN.com, and first pitch coming in from Tar here to start the top of 2 is a strike there. Derek?
Can you remind me the grade that the pitcher is for Clayton?
Izzy Tart is a sophomore.
She throws some
It's going to be a talent, is it?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something. From what I saw in a game a couple of weeks ago, Aaliyah Gibson's a pretty good pitcher, too, for Clayton.
Okay.
No doubt about it. Coaches Parrish and Buckland are happy with the pitching on the mound for the Comet softball squad this year.
Well, just like baseball.
2-1 on the count.
Yeah, with softball, you can never have enough pitching. Strong pitching.
Shot one to right. It's going to drop
wow.
as there was an effort made by the right fielder to try to get it for the Comets of Kirkendall. And that's going to be a double. Green Level trying to get something started here. Here come the Gators.
Yeah, that was their number 4 hitter. So normally in the lineup, the number 4 hitter is usually one of the strongest hitters. So that's not a surprise. She was a little tardy on the swing, but she hit it a nice one out to right field.
You take over for just a moment. I'm going to try to get a copy of the rosters, okay?
Okay, sure.
Because Max Preps has their names but not their numbers.
Okay. All right, so we got a 1-0 count. 17 for Green Level squares the bunt. Called strike. 1-1 count here. Obviously, with no outs here, they're going to try to push the runner over to third if they can. That pitch is a little outside and low. Should bring the count to 2-1. On the Green Level hitter, number 17, who's in the 5 spot for them today. Squares again to bunt, and she commits, and that makes the count, I believe, 2-2. Now we'll see what the Green Level coach decides to do here. If she still tries to bunt the runner over to third, or she's going to swing away. She is going to square again. She's called first, called third strike. Is painted the corner on the outside. That brings 1 out. Which brings up the number 6 hitter, number 14 for Green Level.
Now batting number 14, Sarah Aperson.
First pitch in, just a little low, 1-0. Late swing and a miss, 1-1. Third baseman's kind of playing in at the bag. Little riser, high, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just low, 3-1. Good eye by number 14 here for Sarah for Green Level. So let's see how 3-1 pitch comes in. And low again and a walk. That'll put runners at first and second here with 2 outs. Actually, I believe there's just 1 out. I think that the scoreboard operators get a little ahead of herself.
Number 9, Empire.
Shows bunt, swings and misses. That's a strike. Yeah, Wesley, we can't really go much by the scoreboard. They had 1-0 count, but it was a swing and a miss, so we might have to rely on ourselves here. Again, squares the bunt, shows bunt, swings and misses. That's an 0-2 count. Here's the 1-2. Right down the middle. Strike 3, and that's 2 outs. Now Green Level gets the lower part of their lineup here. Their next batter is number 1 for them.
Now batting number 1, Emmy Levin.
Here's Izzy on the mound. First pitch, swing and a miss. Probably a little out of the zone. Good cut, but just swing and a miss.
Stepped away to make sure we had the correct rosters. And if you check your text, I'm going to send them to you, so that'll help you out.
Another strike, 0-2.
When they come in, hopefully it'll come in pretty quickly.
So we got 0-2 count here. And she gets out of the jam.
Look at that.
That retires the side at the end of 1.5. It's 7-0 Clayton over Green Level.
Well, Green Level had a pretty good opportunity to try to get something started there with the leadoff to start the second.
Yep.
Knocking one to right, getting a double out of the deal, but unfortunately it goes nowhere. 7-0. I stepped away to try to get some of the names because on Max Preps they have the player's name, but they don't have their number, their position, or any of that stuff for Green Level. We want to promote Green Level just as much as we promote Clayton. So, obviously, Addison Zidaforsky is the pitcher. Sarah Abramson is the catcher. First baseman is Ashley Abramson. Second baseman is Emmy Levine. Third base is Kate Geiser. Then it's the shortstop of Alexa Agostini. The fielders include Sloan Kessler in left field. Lily Kirby in center field. Right fielder is Ava Pryor. So those are your players. Alexandria Conley and Angela Deck are the coaches for the Green Level Gators. And obviously the Comets, Derek had a big first inning at the bottom, and they're going to see if they can continue that momentum again. And remember, I think it was a 15-run rule. If there's 15 runs in the third, they can call the game after 5 at-bats for the opposing team.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I mean, obviously the biggest thing I noticed from, when I played high school baseball, and obviously we used to travel with our softball team. So whenever we had road games, and safety's obviously become in the forefront because none of the infielders ever wore masks when our girls were playing. They were tough, I guess. So, but I was seeing, dental care's at a premium. Should the dentist lost some money on the mask, but
Izzy Tart back up again for the second time. The pitcher, sophomore number 9. She had a big first inning as well as all the Comets did in the batting rotation.
Yep.
This is their second time in the order in the bottom of the second. First pitch comes in, they'll call ball 1.
Yeah, Xavier alerted me that he was looking at their stats over the weekend because, we're just have so much free time on our hands. And he said that is
with basketball season over, right?
Yeah. They said that Izzy was a good hitter.
Nice front of the pitcher. The pitcher will get to it. There's one away.
Yep. Again,
you were saying?
No, she had a really good average to start the season, and it looked like on that one she just got jammed a little. Just the ball kind of rode in on her, and it got it off. She got it more off the handle than off the meat of the bat. So
nice work by, of course, Zavorsky there to make the out quickly on Tart. The battle of the pitchers a moment ago, and here comes now second hitter for the bottom of the 2. This is, of course, I believe, number 13.
She had the big hit in the first inning.
Yeah.
The bases clearing trip.
Aaliyah Gibson, and like I said, she's a pretty darn good pitcher herself. Count, by the way, 3-0. Gibson might be walking here.
Yeah, so it'll be my goal this year is to try to do at least one spring game of every sport with you.
There you go.
Yep.
There's a walk as now it's going to be Gibson heading to first. Runners now at first and second. And here comes the catcher, Jenny Clement, now back to hit again. And if you remember, Clement got walked on in the bottom of the first. She had to walk. Then turned around and made a score out of it whenever Mira Gorman came in to run forward. This time she'll rope one. Going to go to the shortstop, throw to first. There's going to be an out recorded there to retire the side. Good job there by the defense for Green Level that time to not allow any more points brought in by Clayton, Derek.
Yeah, the second baseman made a great play. It was she tagged the runner going from first to second and got the ball over to the first for a 4-3 double play, which retired the side.
So, as Derek said, that does retire the side as we'll get now to the top of the third inning. It is 7-0. Comets back on the diamond to play defense here at home. The Green Level Gators back to hit when we come back. We're at the top of the hour. We'll pause for 10 seconds of network and station identification. This is Comet Softball on the Community Radio Network.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hazte probar el violín porque lo amas. Y si tanto lo amas, ámelo lo suficiente como para asegurarse de que tiene el cinturón abrochado en el asiento trasero. Averigüe más en nhtsa.gov/protegidos. Presentado por National Highway Traffic Safety Administration y el Ad Council.
Top of the third, about to get underway. Welcome back to the softball park. Beautiful Monday afternoon. Comet softball hosting the Green Level Gators. Derek Lodge, I'm Wesley Outland here. 7-0 as we go to the top of the third. And Zatowski, the pitcher, will now be up for Green Level. First pitch comes in. Ball one on target for the pitch there.
She's the number 9 batter, and then we'll go right back to the top of the order after this one.
Yeah, it took 3 innings to finally get them to the first 9. 1 inning for Clayton to go right down the batting order. Pitcher for the Green Level Gators. She'll swing at that one. The count's now 2-1. By the way, don't forget tomorrow, coverage of baseball here at Pleasant Field across the way, as Clayton will face against the South Garner Titans. Clayton softball got a big win against South Garner on Friday. Got also a big comeback win over South Johnston, too, on Thursday. Lost the conference game against Willow Spring last Tuesday. And the 6-1 on the year right now for Clayton. As right now there's an out recorded on Zatowski, and that's 1 away. But again, as we forementioned, Clayton baseball, Derek, 2-0 in conference play.
Yeah.
After they swept over the Willow Spring Storm. And we'll be back with baseball tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Pregame show presented by Allstate at 6:45. Kenneth Collins, Mark Coates, and myself will be on the call on CRN. Let's go for the pitch now from Tart. And that'll be 1-1.
Who'd you say's doing the game?
Kenneth Collins.
Kenny?
Not Kenny Collins from basketball. Kenneth Collins from baseball.
Okay. Is that his father? Or?
No, Kenneth Collins is
relation?
Derek Collins' father from baseball last year.
Gotcha.
Who's now playing at college.
Okay.
He's done a couple of games with us this year. Mark Coates came back in the booth on Friday.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw one of your, I think, live posts from the booth. I actually went up to the booth here. I was thinking that you're going to be broadcasting from up there, and then they said, oh, no, they're down
There ain't
below.
enough room.
Yeah, no, it was
There
tight.
ain't enough room from up there.
No.
There's an out, 2 away, by the way. Number 6 will strike out.
Yeah, that'd be a sardine factory up there.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe one day they'll invest in building another window for the press box.
Now batting number 10, Alexa Agostinho.
They've done a lot of work, though.
Oh, no, they have.
This used to have a PA that didn't work. The speakers is blown out. It's working good now.
Yep.
Obviously, I love that was a big investment that they did at the end of the year with raising money for fundraisers, and was put up that awning there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Comets, Clayton softball there, adorned on the back. It looks really cool.
I mean, it's a very intimate look, with the trees behind the fence and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful field, actually.
Spring is in the air. You can see it, too. And those watching on the broadcast, you can see a perfect picture of it with the sun glazing over the diamond here. 1-2 on the count with 2 away. Pitch from Tart. Now, that's a big ball. That'll be ball for number 10. Battling. It's on a 2-2 count. Tart. Pitch. Trying to wrap up and deliver the inning. There's a shot to the third base. Throw to first. In time.
Nice.
Out recorded. That's the end of the top of the 3.
Well done. 5-3 on the putout.
Yeah, way to go.
Hazte probar el violín porque lo amas. Y si tanto lo amas, ámelo lo suficiente como para asegurarse de que tiene el cinturón abrochado en el asiento trasero. Averigüe más en nhtsa.gov/protegidos. Presentado por National Highway Traffic Safety Administration y el Ad Council.
Friday night family fun starts here.
Your green flag on America's favorite bull ring.
Wake County Speedway is Raleigh's home for exciting NASCAR short track racing.
Trouble up in turn number 3.
The cars, the crowd, the throaty rumble of engines. All eyes on the green flag. Get the full schedule of races at WCSpeedway.com.
Coming to the checkered flag.
Wake County Speedway, just 10 minutes south of downtown Raleigh off US 401.
Ever wonder what would happen if your new car got totaled and you only paid its market value? You would be left to cover the gap between the auto insurance settlement and what you owe on the car. Luckily, Guaranteed Asset Protection from Allstate can help cover this unexpected expense, so you won't get stuck paying the difference between your settlement and what you owe. You can count on the good hands to help cover what you need. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Ready to go to the bottom of the third after radio timeout, and the Comets are back to hit again. Big inning, first inning for Clayton. Since then, they've had zeros across the board, and there goes a nice rope to left. Will it be fair? It's fair ball. They call the fair ball sign. Layla Gibson's going to get a double. She is safe at 2.
Nice.
How about that?
Must have just snuck right inside the fair line there down the left field line.
Yeah, the umpire quickly kept his eye on it and kept saying fair ball, and there you see the end result. Delaney Maynard up now, number 15. Sophomore.
And that's going to get in.
That was perfect, man. Look at that. And Gibson's got the go sign. Layla's coming in. Home plate. Drops the ball. Catcher will. Clayton is on the board again. 8-0. Bottom of 3. And Maynard found the spot. Let it drop right behind the shortstop and the left fielder. And
a little flare out to left. Yeah.
Start of the third inning. We got 2 doubles here for Clayton softball. Gibson got the good sign, and she turned 2 more bases more and come to home.
Yeah, they're attacking on the first pitch both times. So
8-0, bottom of 3.
First
there goes another shot. Boy, they found an opportunity to rope one there, and that's right to center. Kind of like a straight line to the center fielder, and 15's coming in. Delaney Maynard's going to bring in a score. 9-0. 9-0. Green Level coming into this game at 0-6. Where's Green Level at? I'm trying to
carry.
Green Level's out of Cary?
Yep.
Cary?
Yep.
My dad went to school at Cary. He was an imp.
Oh, yes.
Cary Imps.
That was probably only when there was just one high school in Cary. Now there's like 3 or 4, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Middle Creek.
Apex?
Yeah, Apex. And then Panther Creek.
Is it Leesville Road also?
That's up in Raleigh. Yep. Yep. Crazy story. I was down in Spartanburg, South Carolina last week. And I was in a store, and guy was walking through the store with a Panther Creek T-shirt on. I said,
oh wow!
It's like wow. So we
small world.
Yeah, we batted the breeze for a minute or two. So you never know where people are. So
was it at Buc-ee's?
No,
was that?
It was in a Publix though.
Oh man,
yeah.
Every time I go to Buc-ee's, when I go like to Bristol or like Kentucky, or going to work races up north, or going down south, obviously at Florence on 95.
Yes. And they're opening up one, I think,
they're
somewhere
building one up here near Mebane. Yeah, Mebane off 85 and 40 is going to build a. Recommend the beaver nuggets. That is real food, by the way, beaver nuggets.
Yeah.
And the brisket sandwich is always really good.
I've had that. It's really good.
And I'm a fan of the egg sausage burritos too. If you want to have breakfast in the morning,
you're
getting hungry now, right?
Give him Buc-ee's a good
pop up, drops. Oh wow!
Wait, could go. Let it go.
It was like they were a deer in a headlight for a second, and they got the bases loaded for the 5th time for Comets softball, Derek. What did they call it?
The ball actually went foul. They let it roll, and they didn't touch it. And so when it went into foul territory, and they picked up, so it's just a foul.
Wow.
After all that.
I just don't agree with that call. I'm sorry. The ball dropped first right in front of them. You would have think that would have been a... What are they doing? Are these guys questioning their own selves? I mean...
Let's see what happens here.
How did it go foul when the ball dropped in front of them?
Well, because it hit, nobody touched, and the ball just hit high, and the ball was spinning, and it just spun right off the field.
And is he saying it's an out now?
No, I don't know what he was calling.
Yeah, he said she's out.
No, she's still up. Autumn's still up, I think. Yeah, I think she's still up. I think he was just a little confused. That's okay. That's why you have a second umpire. That was high. That's a ball.
(9-0). I can tell you that much.
Yep. That's high.
Man, I want to say statistically, this might be the first time in Comets history they've played green level. I don't think they've ever played green level before.
Okay.
I was trying to look up the info on Max Preps, but I couldn't find any other previous games. So
she walks.
There's a walk. Load up the bases again. Reese Miller's coming up as a leadoff of Autumn Joyce's walk to a base on balls at first.
Now batting number 44, Reese Miller.
By the way, bases loaded and no outs.
Yep, looking to break this one wide open.
Miller pops. Are they there?
Nope.
Ball drops to strike one. First baseman had shades on. I thought maybe she could have had a better peripheral vision to get the ball, but it dropped right in front of her.
That was a tough play for her. It was kind of in between the catcher and the first base, and they both didn't. It was just out of the reach of both of them.
Today is a good day to wear shades.
It is.
Forgot my Oakleys.
There's another foul.
Only thing I don't like about being back here, right? We're buddies, but if something goes wrong, I'm diving for the equipment, not you.
I'll catch it.
Pitch. Now that'd be a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes of the play, by the way. O'Neal looking for a home. Manufactured run time here in the bottom of 3 for Comets softball. Miller.
That'll work.
She'll rope one right down center. Here comes now O'Neal. Here comes now number 7, Kirkendall. And Joyce is safe at third.
Actually, I'd like to play that Green Level just did there because I think Autumn was going to look to score, but what the outfield was what they call throwing behind the runner.
Yeah, they stalled her.
They tried to catch her, trying to take a little bit too much of a turnaround third, but the third base coach gave the awareness to have Autumn get back in time. Man, I'm breaking out the old baseball vocabulary. It's been a while, Wesley. I'm shaking the cobwebs out here.
Yeah, man.
Thrown behind the runner, gosh.
I didn't know you were into the diamond sports.
I love every sport.
Basketball,
yeah, baseball, soccer, whatever.
Ormond's is Ormond is it Ormond's Head?
What's that?
Where do you work for?
Boar's Head.
Boar's Head. I said Ormond's Head.
Boar's Head. Yep. Things don't work on Boar's Head. I have a career in radio broadcasting.
Yes, sir. That's going to go past the shortstop to the left fielder. More Comets are coming in. Miller's in. Joyce is in.
Izzy got a good bat on that ball.
13-0 in the bottom of the third. And the Comets still have runners on the bases. Here comes now number 9. Izzy Tart's going to let number 4, Zaya Nickens, run for her.
Now batting number 13, Aaliyah Gibson.
There's a rule here in softball, 15-run rule. If they get 15 runs or more, and they get another, I think the grid level gets up to 5 hits after, game could be called. 15-run rule in the third, 10-run rule in the fifth. But the opposite team has to get at least 5 at-bats before they can call the game. 13-0, 1-1 on the score. 1-1 on your count. Actually, they're going to change it up. We're up actually. The scoreboard says 0-1, but the ump said 1-1. Now a strike's called. 1-2. No outs, though. That's the most important thing, Derek.
Yep.
No outs at the bottom of the third inning.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it's been,
on two.
Yeah, it's been a while since obviously I watched softball, but I mean the infield, I don't know if they keep it dry or not, but you hit the ball down on this infield, man, it could get through the infielders pretty quick. That was high.
Getting ready for a new season also of CRN Motorsports. We were broadcasting at Caraway Speedway yesterday. County Line Raceway this weekend with the Dirt Car Racing Modified Mafia Tour, the Fast 5 Late Model Shootout, and so much more.
There's a base hit to right field.
CRN Motorsports airtime Saturday, 7:15 Eastern. Broadcast coverage is presented by Total Refrigeration and Atwell Exterior Services. And Clayton will continue to be at least walked, Derek, and now you've got Jenny Clement coming up again here. Runners on first and second.
Another base hit.
Yep, here comes Clayton again. Look in, go side. Nia Nickens, she's looking for home. 14-0. Nickens brings it in from, of course, the hit by Tart. Looks like they're going to bring in number 2 now for the Comets of Gorman for Clement. Clement's going to get her catcher clothes on just in case they go out for top of the fourth. $14-0. That's not a 7. It's a 0. Somebody got to go be an electrician and fix the lights. 14-0, by the way. The scoreboard is showing 7 to the left, but it's because a couple of lights are out on the board. But it's 14-0. Clayton softball looking to go for a hat trick. 3 wins in a row. Had a big win over South Johnston last Thursday on the road. They had a win on Friday in conference over the South Garner Titans. I think that game ended pretty quickly, too, if I remember. We had it on CRM with Kim and Jackie. And then, of course, Derek looking to wrap this one up here. That's high. Drops. There's an out recorded finally. 1 away. Still runners on the corners as Layla Gibson goes out. Here comes number 15, Delaney Maynard. She came in and scored a run the last time. Last time she was at bat. Let's see what she can do here. I just don't like that song. Anything that reminds me of Taylor Swift makes me cringe after football season.
Yeah, I wasn't paying much. I was hearing it, but not listening.
Shot, rope, left, no one home. It's going to go all the way to the warning track, and this might do it. Here comes now Maynard coming in, number 13, Gibson coming in. Maynard is going to be at first, and the ump has called the game. It is over. 15-run rule in effect at 3 innings. This game is called 15-0 at the 3rd inning bottom. Derek Lodge, that might be the fastest softball game you ever done in your life as a broadcaster.
You want me to come more often?
Yeah.
I feel like I just got here. Can we just keep announcing even though there's not a game going on?
What are we going to talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, they're shaking
anything.
hands.
We can do a podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
we can do anything. Live call-ins. I mean, come on.
You showed up in less than an hour's time and the game's over, right? So, now you're taking this game. Obviously, shout out to the Green Level Gators. Good luck with them the rest of the year. And it might be a growing team. It might be a building team on softball levels. Not really sure. There's things that they got to learn on the fundamentals, adaptation of it. But obviously, Clayton softball, what a phenomenal job here. 15-0 the final.
Well, I mean, obviously it starts with pitching, and Miss Izzy, I was very impressed with her velocity and how she mixes her pitches up high and low and works both sides of the plate. They're hitting, especially in that last inning, they weren't waiting for the pitches to come. They saw first pitches, and if they're strikes and you want to put them away, that was the way to do it. So great team effort by Clayton today. Glad they got a good win today.
In less than an hour, game is over. Final score, 15-0. From Melissa Hubbard of the Comets, John Asmussen, as well as Joe Mott for the Comet Athletic Directors, for Brian Hill, Brian Souls of the Boosters, for Derek Lodge, I'm Wesley Outland. Good evening. Go Comets. We're back tomorrow for baseball.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.